You said something earlier today, maybe 3 hours ago, maybe 3 days, and now in the quiet, it's playing on loop. What you said, how you said it, the pause before they responded. You can't stop rewinding it. Why does your brain do this? Why does it turn a simple conversation into something you dissect like evidence at a crime scene? There's a reason, and it's not what you think. The weight of words already spoken. Let's start with what this actually feels like. You're going about your day, you're fine, functional, and then it hits you. That thing you said at lunch, the joke that didn't land, the way you explained yourself and it came out wrong. You replay it. You edit it in your mind. You rewrite the script. I should have said this instead. They probably think I'm... And the loop tightens. This isn't occasional. For some of you, it's constant. Conversations you had years ago still live in your head, renting space you didn't agree to give them. You're not being dramatic. You're experiencing something called post-conversation rumination, and your brain has a very specific reason for doing it. You're not broken. You're wired for connection. Here's the reframe. You don't overthink conversations because you're anxious or flawed. You do it because your brain is deeply social. Humans survived because we could cooperate, read each other, avoid rejection. Your ancestors who ignored social cues, they didn't make it. So your brain evolved a system, the social monitoring network. It's made up of regions like the medial prefrontal cortex and the posterior cingulate cortex. These areas are constantly asking, am I safe in this group? Did I damage my standing? Do they still see me as trustworthy? This system doesn't turn off after the conversation ends. It keeps running diagnostics. And if it detects even a hint of social threat, a strange look, a shift in tone, an awkward silence, it flags it. Not because you're paranoid, because in evolutionary terms, social rejection was a survival risk. The rumination loop. Why won't it stop? Why can't you just let it go? Because your brain confuses unresolved emotional tension with unfinished business. When a conversation ends on uncertain terms, when you're not sure how you were received, your brain tags it as incomplete. Think of it like this. Your mind is a prediction machine. It's constantly trying to forecast what happens next. But predictions need data. And when you don't have clear feedback, when someone's reaction was ambiguous, or they left quickly, or you didn't get closure, your brain doesn't know how to file the memory. So it keeps pulling the memory back up, analyzing it, searching for clues, trying to resolve the uncertainty. Psychologists call this the Zykerin effect, the tendency to remember incomplete tasks better than completed ones. Your brain literally can't rest until it feels the story is closed. The framework, how to close the loop. Here's how you work with this, not against it. 1. Name the uncertainty. Your rumination isn't random, it's targeting something specific. Ask yourself, what am I uncertain about? Not what did I do wrong, but what question is my brain trying to answer? Do they respect me? Did I come across as competent? Are we still okay? Write it down. Externalize it. When you name the uncertainty, you shrink it. You turn a vague threat into a specific question. And specific questions can be answered or let go. 2. Separate signal from noise. Your brain is running a threat detection system built for the Stone Age. It's overly sensitive, so most of what you're ruminating on is noise, not signal. Ask yourself, is there actual evidence of harm here, or is this just my monitoring system being cautious? If they responded normally, if they texted you later, if they made plans with you, that's signal. Everything else, the micro-expression, the half-second pause, the tone you think you heard, that's your system overfitting the data. You're not ignoring reality, you're adjusting the sensitivity. 3. Give your brain an ending. Remember, your brain wants closure, so give it one. You don't need the other person to do it. You can close the loop yourself. Try this. Take the conversation you're replaying and in your mind or on paper, finish it. Not by rewriting what you said, but by choosing an interpretation. I said what I said. It wasn't perfect, but it was honest. They responded the way they responded. I can't control that. This conversation is complete. It sounds simple, but it works. Because you're giving your prediction machine the data it needs, certainty. Even if it's self-generated. 4. Redirect the social monitoring system. Your social monitoring system is powerful, but it doesn't have to run on autopilot. You can train it. When you notice the rumination starting, ask, is this thought helping me connect better, or is it just punishing me? If it's the latter, redirect. Shift your attention to something pro-social and present. Text a friend. Write a thank you note. Plan a conversation you're looking forward to. You're not suppressing the system, you're teaching it where to focus. 5. Build a post-conversation ritual. Rituals signal completion. After important or emotionally loaded conversations, give yourself a simple closure routine. A 5-minute walk, 3 deep breaths, and a "that's done." A voice note to yourself summarizing what happened and how you feel. It sounds small, but rituals work because they communicate to your brain, this is over, we can move on. The integration. You are the observer, not the loop. Here's the bigger picture. You are not your rumination. You are the part of you that notices it. Your brain will replay conversations. That's what social brains do. But you don't have to believe every replay is reality. Think of your mind like a theater. The rumination is a film playing on the screen. You can watch it, you can notice it, but you don't have to sit in the front row. You don't have to argue with it, or fix it, or make it stop. You can just observe and choose what to do next. The quiet close. You overthink conversations because you care, because connection matters to you, because your brain is doing what it was built to do, protect you, keep you safe, keep you belonging. That's not a flaw. That's proof you're human. But you don't have to carry every word you've ever said. You can let the loop slow. You can close the file. You can be gentle with the part of you that's just trying to make sure you're okay. You are all ready.